Welcome to Tech Talk, a podcast featuring employees and leaders discussing all things tech at Mutual of Omaha. Join us to learn what tech professionals can gain from a career with us. Let's talk tech.
Welcome, everyone, to Tech Talk, a podcast sponsored by Mutual of Omaha, where we talk about all things technology. I am Brian Poppy, and I'm joined today by...
Hello, everyone. I am Maura Ramsey, Brian's co-host.
Maura, how have you been lately?
I've been good. It's been a while. It's great to be back. Have you been doing anything fun or new and exciting?
Over the weekend, I got back into cooking. So I made paella, which sounds very fancy, but it's really like you put rice in a dish and then you put like chicken stock over the top of it. And then you like just cover it in foil for like 20 minutes. And then you shut the pan off and you let it sit for like 10. And it turns out amazing. Like you add a little bit of saffron, a little bit of like, I don't know. It was like the easiest thing ever. Like I'm so excited to actually like host a dinner party because it's going to impress everybody. And it's going to be like, this was amazing. Like what an authentic Spanish dish. And like all I did was I put rice in a pan and I poured some chicken stock on it and let it sit. And y'all are impressed by that.
I was getting prepared for you to say I spent the afternoon prepping and cooking and doing all the things.
30 minutes, Maura. I cannot recommend it enough.
All right. That's usually my criteria for a recipe, 30 minutes or under or pre-made. So that's good to know. Paella.
But I do got to admit, I had avocado toast this morning, and I think that also makes the 30-minute rule, but not quite as impressive.
That's also in the Maura Ramsey cookbook. Also peanut butter and jelly, ramen noodles. All 30 minutes and under. So I'll get good protein in there too. Don't worry. But
good.
Paella. That's going to be a good one I can add to the list. That's good to know.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, Brian. Well, let's dive into it. So our guest joining us today is Katie Palmer, an information services manager here at Mutual of Omaha. So Katie, she leads the IT metrics and reporting team, and she is here to chat with us a little bit about how automation is being leveraged in the reporting world. Welcome, Katie, to the Tech Talk podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me, Brian and Maura.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you today. So before we get into all of the good automation and reporting stuff, we were wondering if you could share a little bit about your role as an information services manager here and what was the career path that took you to where you are today.
Yeah, so Maura, I, like you mentioned, lead the IT metrics and reporting team. I started at Mutual in a little bit of different role. 13 years ago, I worked as a business systems analyst on a highly technical project that really, I enjoyed the data portion of it. And so I found my way kind of navigating through roles at Mutual to get my hands on more data, learn more about it, and found myself in the enterprise PMO when it formed. Because I also love enabling enterprise strategy. So I'm really in a great spot because I get to use metrics and data to help support the strategy and help support our software development value streams that use it to help enable their strategies.
So PMO, for those of you that are listening and may not be familiar, it's Project Management Office.
Yes.
So, Katie, like, boy, I imagine with the data and the like ongoing reporting that you've got to build out, it does take a lot of time. Can you shed some light on how Mutual is using automation to streamline processes and make things a little bit easier for the folks who are either reviewing those reports or putting them together?
Yeah, so I really think that it's really about how can we focus on the big picture questions and enabling big picture questions and the business challenges. How can we spend our expertise solving those really difficult questions and then automating the rest of it? So I really think that we're doing a lot of fun things at Mutual related to using AI, automation, machine learning, process improvements, a number of different things to help focus our time on things that are, more of those really groundbreaking questions and business needs instead of, just doing day-to-day, filling out spreadsheets or PowerPoint decks. There's a better use of our time. So we're really trying to focus in on how we can better use our cognitive capacities to do something that is more pertinent to the business.
So it definitely sounds like you're fostering a good dynamic and collaborative team culture. So how do you really encourage your team to be more innovative and creative with this extra time?
To us on the team, it's really a norm to be innovative and creative. So thinking outside the box is something that we've written down on our main page. And we always ask ourselves, why are we doing this? And do we still need to do it this way? So it's not just doing the same thing over and over. And it's really about questioning what we're doing and what business value it provides. We also dedicate a portion of our capacity every month or quarter in the work that we plan for that month or quarter to focus on enablement efforts like automation or process improvement. So the intent of that is to really set aside some of our time to focus on how can we automate something or make a process better. So the next month or in the next quarter, we can then deploy that. And then obviously we've got capacity and time back because those are things that we may not need to spend time on anymore. So it's really in thinking about saving our own time, but then also our business partner time. So with some of the most recent changes that we have deployed, we're looking at saving upwards of 300 hours of our business partner time, which is just, amazing for us. That's something that really gets us excited.
Yeah, to that end, like what trends or technologies have you seen or are you most excited about for the future for maybe taking that innovation time?
Yeah. So right now we do an amazing job of reporting and taking a look back to see what's going on, what's happened. But I really think that more of our focus is going to be on predictive or prescriptive analysis. So looking into the future to use all of the data, all of the insights, all of the information that we've gathered to create, more like forward thinking data and insights, or analysis, or using, statistics to help tell us what will we look like in the future. What based on history, when will we deploy this initiative or this project, and really helping us kind of, be better about our predictability. It's all about the future.
So we have one last question for you today, Katie. If you were to automate any task in your personal life, what would it be and why?
That's a good question. So I'll use my experience from the last weekend. I would automate all of the calendars across every sports app, as well as Google and work apps calendars, to integrate together, compare that to Waze travel times, and then bake in a little bit of eating and, changing clothes time to help, model your day. I would love that. That would be great. The four different sports
soon.
apps are the 4 different sports apps are killing me.
Well, Katie, thanks for joining us today. And thank you for listening to the Tech Talk. Again, this is a podcast sponsored by Mutual of Omaha. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.